Cheers! I'm Laura from Nourishing, and I'm checking in with you today to give you 5 hydration hacks to help you over this sunny period that we've got in the UK at the moment. We all know hydration is super important. It can help us to just stay alert, not to feel tired for the day, can combat kind of things like headaches, and just general feelings of well-being when we are appropriately hydrated. So the first hack that I've got for you is something really simple, and a lot of these are kind of common sense, but it's getting into the habit of it. The first one is to start your day every day with a glass of water. So this is a really good way just to make it a habit. So I normally like to have like a warm water with lemon. So the extra lemon helps to kind of stimulate the liver to release bile, so it really helps with our digestion, it helps to get things moving, and helps to kind of eliminate some of our waste products as well. So adding lemon can be a really helpful thing. But if you don't like that, and if you just prefer to have like a cold glass of water, perfect. Just get into the habit. First thing you do, go make yourself some water. The second hack is to make sure you've got an appropriate water bottle. So quite often you see all these water bottles around, like I bought one before with a little sippy kind of straw, and the pressure was so hard for me to drink out of it that I just could never be bothered. So I now use like a stainless steel one. It keeps the water cold, and it's just about finding what works for you. So get a bottle that fits in your bag, get a bottle that kind of fits in the little holder in your car if that's where you normally want to drink water. And yeah, get one that looks pretty, because if it looks nice and it makes you happy when you look at it, you're more likely to get out your bag and actually drink it. The third hack is about making reminders to yourself through the day. So even with the best intentions, sometimes we can be busy and it can just completely slip our minds, and we're only really reminded when we're really thirsty or we notice that our wee is a little bit too dark. So there are loads of different things you can do. You can kind of download some like apps. There's one called Waterlogged, and there's also other ones that I think they're just called like water reminder apps, and they just kind of pop up notifications through the day to remind you. Another thing you can do if you're an office-based worker, you can also just put reminders on your email, so it can come up a few times a day, or it's about trying to make little links. So it could be that every time you make a tea or a coffee, you also pour yourself a glass of water, and make sure that once you've drank your caffeinated drink, you drink your water. Or it could just be something as simple as every time you go to the toilet and you sit down, you dedicate yourself to drink a glass of water. So just start trying to think of what works for you and make those links so it becomes regular. It might be hard at first, but the more you do it, the more just natural it will be to kind of make those links between what you're doing and drinking water. Another great way you can increase your water intake is through food, and we all love eating, so why not try and incorporate things like tomatoes, cucumbers, melons, celery. All of these foods are really high in water, so not only are you going to get that water, but you're also going to get those added vitamins and minerals through the foods. You can also put things like cucumber or melon, or things like berries into your water as well to add different flavours. So that might be another good hint and tip for people who aren't too fussed with just the normal plain water. So my fifth hack, I'm not really sure if it's a hack, but that sounds cooler. But anyway, this fifth recommendation is about trying to switch up your evening routine. So if you are someone who normally drinks like teas in the evening, why not just switch to your like a herbal tea? This sounds really basic, but yeah, caffeine can affect your sleep. But also, I know myself, it's really nice sometimes to have something warm and comforting in the evening. I do try and stick to herbal teas, just so that also I'm not getting that effect with caffeinated drinks that quite often a few hours after, because it's diuretic, you need the toilet, so it disturbs your sleep in a different way. But my favourite is peppermint and licorice herbal tea. So I normally use pekka, but I just find it really sweet and comforting. So even if I just fancy that little sweet craving, but I don't have any dark chocolate in the house, I will treat myself to a peppermint and licorice tea. So those are my 5 hacks I hope that you might find them helpful and that you might be able to use some of these recommendations throughout the summer when it is getting a little bit warmer and hydration is obviously going to be more important. So thank you for checking in. I would love to hear from you about what other things you do to help with your hydration. So please message me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram at mind_nourishing, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Mind Nourishing to get some more videos and tips around nutrition, meditation, good mood, positive psychology. And yeah, thank you. Peace out.